Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be making a DIY Hexagon shelving unit.
So we've been wanting to make this DIY for a while now, but unfortunately all of the methods that we saw online require a nail gun and an air compressor.
And we don't have either of those.
We'll be showing you guys a more basic method on how to build this. All of the material for this video cost under $25. So super excited, super inexpensive, and
we're gonna get started.
Yeah,
so we'll see you guys outside and show you everything that you need to make it.
Go hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys outside.
So we're first gonna start with everything that you need to build it. We are making 5 total Hexagon
Shelving units.
So we're first gonna need
the 1x6x4. The number of these depend on the number of shelving units that you want. So one board makes one Hexagon shelf.
So we got 5 total since we're doing 5 shelves.
Yep, so we got 5 of those.
You will also need some wood screws. We got them in 1.5 inch, so you will need some of those.
One thing too is because the angle and the thickness of the wood that you're going to be screwing in, we went with number 6 screws, so that's the diameter. Make sure that we don't split our wood, and also to help bond the wood together, we're going to use liquid nails. So we'll be doubling up our bondage.
Yes. And then lastly, you'll just need some little hooks to hang on the back of your shelves. So that all depends on how you want to install your shelves. You can always just put screws or nails in the wall and hang them from that. Yep. That is everything that you need to make it. And then of course, whatever finish you would like. So if you want to wood stain, paint it, and then you can even seal it if you would like as well. We're going to be leaving it as is because we like the natural wood color. It's a really pretty type of wood that we got. So we'll just be leaving it natural.
Excited to get started and make my first angle cuts on the new miter saw.
Yes.
So we're gonna get that set up and then we'll get started here. First thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna make our measurements. We need 6 8-inch cuts per Hexagon box, and we'll be cutting those at a 30-degree angle. So you want to set your miter saw at 30 degrees. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how to set this up, and then we'll make our measurements and then we'll begin cutting. Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can move the miter saw. Mine is tall enough to cut these boards long ways, so I'm gonna make my adjustment here. We're making our cuts at 30 degrees. Lock it in place. Except it doesn't always lock in place right at 30 degrees. Ooh, locks at 31.6. At that point, that's when you use this handle here to tighten it in place. Look how smart I am, y'all. Oh, look, it fits. Haha, doesn't. So guess what? We are going to show y'all the other method. We'll put this back to 0. And then you see this red one back here? We're going to move this guy. So I got a handle in the back. I'm going to loosen it up. Okay, now we're ready for 30-degree cuts this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure these 7.5 because where my saw cuts is not going to be the edge point. So it's going to be, my saw is going to cut the inner edge. I'll show you. So we got 7.5. Now when my saw cuts at an angle here, it's going to be going outward. I'm going to cut at 7.5. I'm going to end up with an 8-inch board. Like I said, this is our first time doing this DIY, so I want to make sure everything's going to go smooth for us and for y'all. Huh, that was perfect. Look at that. It's upside down. So this is the amount that I cut off here. Let me just show you how good I am. Jen, can you come tap the focus button, please? Look at that, just at about 1/2 inch. So that means from here to here should be 7.5. Oh, not even close. What the hell happened? Oh, that is almost 7.5. So we have exactly 48-inch boards. We need 6 boards total to make a hexagon. And if I cut them 8 inches, that leaves 0 room for error.
Which we need room for.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make these measurements at 7 inches just to be safe. I'd rather have a little extra wood than be short. I'm gonna measure from the inside. See this? You see how it's on an angle? From the inside angle, 7 inches. The 1/2 inch on both sides should give us an 8-inch board from tip to tip. That's the plan. Let's see if we can execute it. So one thing I wanted to note to you guys is every time you make a cut, you need to flip the board around because you're cutting at an angle. You want both angles to be outward. So you're gonna make a cut this way, then you're gonna flip the board around and make that same cut on the same board. Show you guys so it makes more sense. I'm gonna show you guys. Get out the way. So I'm gonna show you guys so it makes more sense here. So come on over to the miter saw station. When I made my first cut, I cut it this way. I want this one to be outward also, so I'm gonna flip the board around. So now we'll have this same angle this way. With the way that we're making our measurements here, we can line the blade up exactly on the line we made here. And then we'll make a measurement after and see if we end up with an 8-inch board. Think 8-inch board or no? I think we'll be really close if we're not at 8 inches. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. See how we ended up with the edges just like we want? Don't make that mistake and end up with 2 edges the same way, because you'll never end up with a hexagon, I promise.
What do we have?
7 3/4. So we aren't at 8. Good news is we'll have enough boards. We won't have much left over either. And then in here we should have our 7 like we measured. Look at that, 7. Minus the blade thickness. But that's okay. If we do everyone the same, we'll end up with a perfect hexagon. So let's finish our first board, see how it looks. If everything works out, we'll do the remaining 4 boards the same way. Pretty cool. We got 4 more to do just like that. So you should end up with 4 boards that look just like this. Whoa, just like this. Whoa.
Why?
Y'all, make your cut, flip your board this way, and then you can just cut that way, and then that way you're just flipping this way and you're not flipping the board all the way around.
Oh my. Took you 2 cuts to figure that out?
Indeed. Got my triangle. You know, I never give this triangle credit, but y'all, if you don't have one of these, drawing straight lines can be a hassle. So definitely invest. I like this one because it has this little lip on the top. It grabs onto the wood, and then I can draw my straight lines along this.
We use it in almost every video. So
Yeah.
if you don't know, now you know.
What she said. 7 inches. Really like this clamp that came with this saw. Good safety practice. Safety is number 1.
Cut the damn wood.
All right. I drew my saw. I'm erasing it. Why don't you show them what we got, Jen?
Look at this beautiful... Hi guys. Look at our beautiful shelf. It's not put together just yet, but our cuts fit perfectly. I don't know if you can see. All we have to do is attach it together. The way we're gonna do this is we're gonna add a little bit of liquid nails on each side and then attach 2 wood screws for each corner. So we're gonna use a total of 12 wood screws per shelf. So once we put this together and figure out how we're gonna do it, then we're gonna go ahead and repeat the process on the 4 other boards. I'm also going to lightly sand all of the edges just to get rid of any of these loose splinters that are poking out.
I'm a little nervous about this basic method I'm going to show y'all how to do. Like I said in the intro, most people use a nail gun for this, which makes it super easy. Even though this is a basic method, it could go terribly wrong. So before we go ahead and cut the rest of our boards, we're going to make sure we can build this successfully. I'm going to pre-drill, and then Jen's going to bump the camera, and then I'm going to screw this in here. Oh, look at that black dot on my face. Ate it. We need to get a new camera soon because we got this random black dot. Don't mind it. Let's see how this is gonna work, y'all. Y'all should be nervous with me. Jen's just back there laughing, thinking it's all good. Babe will figure it out.
You can do it. I have faith. Right?
Yep. I'm just building the treehouse now. It's failed. I needed some assistance, really. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do this by myself.
Oh, you need my help?
All right. So after trial and error, we have finally found something that's going to work. We're using 5/64 drill bit for the main drill hole, and then we're coming back with a 1/4 inch drill, and we're just making a little notch out here. You don't want to go all the way through. You just want to make a notch so that your screw hides in the wood flush. Because I want to be able to feel the snugness of the wood, and we're using a very delicate thin piece of wood here after we put the screws in, I just came through at the end and hand screwed it. I don't want to strip it, and I don't want to rip through that small piece of wood. All right, let's bang through these. Ready?
Alright guys, so
Hey!
one complete hexagon.
Success.
No nail gun needed.
A few trial and errors, but we got it. And look how clean the edges are. Can't even see that there's screws there. Haha! What do you think about that?
Love it.
I love it. I think it looks great.
I love how big it ended up coming out. A lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, which I'm happy about.
8-inch boards. I didn't think it was going to be that big either, but it's perfect for the little plants that we got to go inside. Let me grab one.
So the size of the hole ends up coming out to 12 inches exactly.
Little plant here. Look at that.
Oh, cute. So now we're going to repeat this process for 4 more of these shelves, and then we will show you guys how we're going to install them onto our wall.
All right, stay tuned. No! Look at this. I broke my bit. It broke in the middle, so it's stuck. Cool.
I'm gonna go over them with a sander just to make the edges more rounded and not as sharp of an edge. I'm also gonna do the front of the frame just so that it's a nice smooth edge.
That one looks so good. Oh my gosh, who did that?
Me.
That is so smooth.
Alright guys, now that we have all 5 of our shelves built, we are going to assemble it and hang it up on the wall. And the way we're going to do this...
Yeah. So yeah, we've got these hangers here. And so I'm going to go ahead and mount these on the back, and then we're going to hang it up on the wall.
Oh, and we're going to assemble them together so that it's one structure instead of hanging them up individually.
Things we can do with the miter saw.
So good.
Came out really good. Alright, so that's all for the Hexagon DIY shelving unit. Looks super cool on the wall. I hope you guys like it. And I hope you like the basic method that we showed you.
Yes.
Hopefully you can go out there and do it. Doesn't require that much, and you don't need the air compressor or
the nail gun.
So
also, of course, you can customize it however you would like, whatever colors you would like. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all in my next video.
bye guys.